Hey MTV, welcome to my crib. Just kidding. We just spent our first night at this amazing property that my husband's here to shoot, and of course I tagged along. We're here on the southern Oregon coast, really close to California, and we are literally staying in a home that is on the cliff along the coast. It is so insane. I can't wait to show you a full tour of the home because you know I have to. But yeah, I thought it would be a fun day to show you like a typical work from home day for me. I'm very grateful that I get to work from home and pretty much work from anywhere. So I try to tag along with my husband on most of his work trips whenever I can and come stay at these really cool cabins and properties that he gets to shoot for. So I have like my typical work day to get through and also just some fun things to take advantage of the amenities of this home and obviously take in the view. Even though it's like a work week, work day, I also have some fun, relaxing things planned throughout the day because we're not home. So I like to take full advantage of just relaxing and being outside of our typical work environment. And I can't wait to show you how my day goes. We both slept like babies, especially because it took us a long time to get here. A lot of driving for my husband. I was passenger princess, of course. I just did like my simple skincare for the morning and getting ready to go to the gym. This property has like a tiny gym that has a treadmill and a Peloton. I've never really used the Peloton, and I don't think I have like the Peloton shoes for it, so I'm just going to get some steps in for now and then start my work day. I will be logging in shortly, but just want to get some movement in to start my day. I can't get over how sick this view is. Welcome to the home's gym. Here we have a Peloton and then this is the treadmill. There's also some weights, but the strength training workouts I typically do, I think I need a bench according to my workout plan for this week. So I'm just gonna get some steps in while looking out this gorgeous view. See you after a couple of thousand steps and some sweat beads. Okay, I ended up turning 12:30 into an hour, but I'm so glad I got my steps in, and now I'm very much looking forward to taking a shower, having my coffee for the day, and officially getting my day started. Before I shower and get this entire bathroom wet, I really want to show you how cool this shower is. It's basically super open, and then there's like rain shower heads, and then also like a handheld shower, but it's very much open. Super cool. Finally, ready for the day. I am dressed, I have my makeup on, hair done. Now I'm so ready for some coffee. They have this like super cute coffee setup here. They have an espresso machine and a frother. My husband and I used this last night and we're very obsessed. I never thought I needed an actual Nespresso frother. Probably my fault, but I thought this Nespresso machine made espresso shots, but it makes like an actual cup of coffee, like 230 milliliters. So what I've been doing is I've just been making like a full cup and kind of like splitting it between the two of us. My husband wanted like a full cup of coffee today for his morning. I'm debating on what I want. They actually have a couple of different Nespresso pods here. They have this Virtuo. I think this machine, I know nothing about Nespresso machines because we have a Breville at home, but this actually says Nespresso made by Breville. I didn't know that Breville also made Nespresso machines, but these are the ones that they have. So they have this Virtuo Melozio. I think this is a Virtuo machine because they all say Virtuo, and then Audacio, and then Stormio. I don't know what the different levels of like roastiness and stuff mean, but we've been using this one, and it says it has toasted cereal notes, 3 coffee beans out of 5 roastiness. So we've been using that. But this Audacio also has toasted cereal notes, and it says like 2 coffee beans out of 5. Those are the ones that we've just been using. I think I used the last yellow one this morning, so I will open this one so I can have one more yellow one. Okay. It's actually not that cold here. I thought it was going to be a lot colder because we're on the coast, but I don't even know why I'm wearing the sweater, but I'm still feeling a hot latte, so let's make one. I also got this Chobani coffee cake, cinnamon coffee cake creamer. It's one of my favorite creamers. I love most of the Chobani creamers. This one and sweet cream have been our favorites at home, and I love adding them to lattes. I'm going to make a cinnamon coffee cake. Hot latte, hot coffee, I guess, since it's not really making me espresso shots. As much as I love my Breville machine at home, I will say espresso machines are definitely very fun. For the fun part, look how frothy that is, and it's only gonna get frothier. Voila, so pretty. Okay, let's see how this tastes. It might be too hot to taste. That is so good. Delicious. Now that I'm starting to get caffeinated, we're both very hungry, and we grabbed a bunch of groceries so we can use this beautiful kitchen. So let's make some breakfast, brunch, lunch situation. The appliances in this kitchen are literally top notch. I don't know how to properly pronounce this, but I've watched enough real estate shows to know that this is top notch. And this is where the fridge and freezer is. It's incredible how they've hidden this. There's a freezer, fridge, another fridge, and then there's even a 4th one, but I literally don't have anything for it. Now that I'm fed and caffeinated, time to click-clack on my corporate laptop, and I will see you in a couple of hours. First, say hello to the Southern Oregon coast. Okay, I'm on like a wide angle lens to just show you how massive this home is, and it's basically built like a huge rectangular box with floor-to-ceiling windows everywhere. And the home is literally sitting on a bunch of cliffs. I haven't gotten a chance to use the hot tub yet, but it's sitting right here, and the view that I just showed you would be what you'd be looking out into when you're in the hot tub. Very excited to use this one of the next few days. And then I showed a little bit of this morning, but this is where the like mini gym is. Super cute, does the job. And this wide empty space underneath the house is basically where you can park your cars. And this is the actual entrance for the home. The property is basically like a single floor home built up so you can basically see off the cliffs. These floating stairs are incredible. And apparently they were custom designed for the home, which just makes sense, right? And then as you're coming up the stairs, this is the incredible view. To the left here is the guest bedroom, and then inside there is the bathroom. And what I love is that they have these workstations, which are incredibly well set up. It has like everything you could possibly want. Huge monitor, a place where you can connect your laptop, amazing speakers, mouse, keyboard, microphone, and it's also a standing desk with an incredible view. And I think this is a Herman Miller chair, I believe. And I mean, a work view like this cannot be beat. And I believe the owners put so much thought into this like work setup and so much detail, and got like the best of the best products because they wanted their homes to be kind of like a work from home type of vibe, so people can just get out of their city, get out of their home, and just enjoy a new location while still being able to be fully productive, but also relax at the same time. A look at the guest bathroom. This one's clean, so you can tell that we haven't used it. And then to the right of the stairs is the incredible living, kitchen, and dining space. I literally feel like I'm in an episode of Selling Sunset giving you this tour for this property because it is so luxe and like so special, and it's just so incredible. And out of all the places that my husband and I have stayed, this is easily our favorite, and we are practically ready to move in. Like, the home aesthetics are just so pleasing. The owners just really put so much thought into every aspect of each space. Super cool part of this living room is that they have a built-in projector into the media console so that you can still enjoy, watch TV, watch your movies, watch your shows, but when you don't want to be blocking the view, you don't have to. Like, literally, when you want to go back to enjoying the view, all you have to do is push it back down. I already showed you a little bit of the kitchen while I was making lunch, but I have seen enough real estate shows to know that the appliances that they have here are like literally top tier, and I just feel so bougie cooking on them.
Also felt so nice to be cooking on a gas stove.
I don't know if it's like a Seattle thing, but a lot of homes there have like glass induction type stoves, so I just miss cooking on like a regular stove like this.
Even though this is the dining table, it's kind of turned into like my workstation, but they also have this cute bar area.
Now onto the master bedroom and master bathroom.
Showed you a little bit of the bathroom this morning before I showered. Obviously now it's a little bit dirtier, but incredible shower space. Onto the master bedroom, the main bedroom. This is where my husband has set up his workstation.
I'm not used to working with like a large monitor, so I've just been typing away on my regular Lenovo screen for work.
The light pouring into this bedroom is chef's kiss. My husband and I have just been moving stuff around as he's been shooting the place, but these are incredible closet spaces that they have, and it's a very nice little hallway. Also forgot to mention these really cool Samsung TV monitors that they have in each bedroom, which you can like move around so you don't miss the view.
As my husband and I are just like taking in the space, we're just making little mental notes of like what we would want our like future forever home to look like. And there's definitely a lot of elements from this space that we're just taking mental notes because it is just so beautiful. I'm already so sad having to think about us leaving in a few days because I could stay here forever. Imagine being able to host your friends in an incredible space like this. So beautiful. I'm like eyeing the Nespresso machine again because I'm so tempted to make myself another cup of coffee because the coffee is just so good from a Nespresso machine. Don't get me wrong, I still love my Bravo Bambino so much, but something about like the froth from like the Nespresso coffee along with like the frother, I think we're definitely gonna get the frother, even though my espresso machine does have like a separate frother that's like part of the machine, but I also have like the hand frother, but I don't know, this like Nespresso frother is like so good. I am just gonna make another cup of coffee. When I'm at home, my like usual workday routine is once I'm done with my work, I usually go for like a hot girl walk around the neighborhood, but since I already got my workout in this morning and I'm going to have some coffee and then work on some content prep and whatnot and editing, and probably just help my husband out with whatever shots he needs as the sun starts to set. There's a possibility for a sunset this evening. We weren't sure because the weather was showing like kind of cloudy, and I feel like when you're on the coast, it's so finicky, you just never know, but might be promising. So I'm just gonna help him out with some shots and we're gonna make some dinner together and yeah, just enjoy the space as long as we can. I just realized I forgot to show you another really cool part of this entire house.
They have these custom-made Sonos speakers. These are the two that are in the living room, and they also have them like all over the house. And using this iPad here, you can control music around the entire house. And so earlier today we were vibing out to some music.
So cool.
If you click like the volume here, you can literally have the same music playing throughout the entire house. Super cool. I mean, how cool would it be to have something like this when you're hosting?
Obviously, they built this house to withstand the coastal winds, especially with all of the floor-to-ceiling windows. But especially last night, it's so creepy. And now that I'm alone in the house for a little bit, you can hear random noises as like the house is settling with just the winds outside, and it is very freaky. Like when the house starts to sound like it's part of a horror movie, my brain immediately goes to like those Lifetime horror movies that they always show, and these are the type of houses that this setting usually is. But I love this house too much, so I refuse to be spooked by the sound.
I think my afternoon coffee just might be too pretty to drink.
Unfortunately, I tend to not be very consistent with social media because I think I just go through like phases and like creative ruts, or just like having low energy and not being able to edit, even though I know one of like the biggest things for social media is just like consistency. But I tend to overthink a lot. I'm a textbook overthinker, so I feel like if I'm just posting because I have content, I tend to like overthink and then just like port my content. But yeah, anyway, I have been sitting on my Copenhagen vlog for a few weeks, and I meant to post it last Sunday, but I was just having trouble finishing it with how busy work has been and just like mini trips that my husband and I have been taking, and just, you know, being busy with life. And I also have a lot of short form content that I filmed during our Copenhagen trip, and I think pairing that with like editing YouTube, especially because this was a longer vlog, which I honestly enjoy watching, and I feel like people enjoy travel vlogs. Like all the people on my Instagram feed and TikTok feed that are traveling and having their Euro summer, I love when they spam their stories. I am here for it. So I just like to create content that I enjoy viewing. Maybe that's not the best policy, but that's what I do. And I think I've just been overwhelmed and also just frustrated with myself because YouTube, ever since I started it earlier this year, has been like the one social media I've been consistent with up until a few weeks ago. I meant to, you know, even just post a week late because I told myself that it doesn't matter as long as I, you know, get my video done and edited and post it. It does not matter. So I've been kind of like beating myself up about it that I fell off this YouTube consistency. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen eventually just because, you know, life happens, and I hate to think that I'm letting like an algorithm get in my way, but it's almost done. I just need to go through it a few more times and like clean it up a little bit more, but I'm very excited to share it. If you're seeing this vlog, it is definitely out there, and hopefully I would have shared everything on Instagram and TikTok as well by now. But yeah, I am just feeling kind of blah about social media. Like I love creating content and posting, but I think just this pressure to like be really different and stand out, it's like just gets to me. But it's definitely a hobby for me and I love doing it, and I would like to turn it into like a side hustle. It kind of already is, but I would like to have it be more stable. So I'm just hoping to really be consistent with YouTube. My husband definitely really encouraged me to like start YouTube this year, because especially with like the whole TikTok thing earlier this year, he was like, YouTube is like the most consistent social media over like the past like decade or so. So he was just like, just do it, just vlog. So here I am vlogging, and if you've been here since I posted my first video in February, thank you for hanging around still. And I'm not planning for like a rebrand or anything. I mean, I just started, but I'm hoping to have like a better direction of like where I want this like social media to go, you know? But yeah, anyways, I have a ton of editing to do, and now that I have my second cup of coffee, I'm very much ready to get into the zone until my husband's here and I have to help him out with his stuff. But until then, back to click clacking.
This is what we're having for dinner today.
I don't really love cooking in kitchens other than my own, but except this kitchen I can make exceptions for. But since we have a long drive back, we're probably gonna have to like stay over somewhere. So I didn't wanna like get too many groceries and have them like sitting in the car, especially while we drive back home. So we just got some like things to like throw together, and yeah, I'm really excited for this lasagna. I've never tried it before, but hopefully it tastes good. Even though you didn't watch me make the salad, you're gonna watch me figure out how to use the oven for this house. I'm really excited to use this really bougie oven. My thing with like using kitchens that I'm not familiar with is I just feel so dumb trying to figure out how to use. wasn't that hard. The sun is starting to set, and yesterday it was actually clear skies, but the sunset colors on the water weren't really popping. But today it's actually pretty cloudy, so we're hoping to get some really good colors out on the water. Hrish is actually outside right now droning like the exterior of the house, so hopefully we get some really good sunset colors in a couple of hours. Okay, lasagna has made it into the oven. Can't wait to eat it soon. Also, I don't know if I'm supposed to keep this door closed because I've never seen an oven like this tucked away in a cupboard. Obviously, it looks a lot neater with it closed, but I don't know. Hopefully, this doesn't burn the house down. It's good.
It's not fair to Buster. He's in Nova Spring right now. He's going into the army, for God's sake.
You volunteered him.
I knew you were going to throw that in my face.
Well, don't worry about it, okay? Then I'm going to take him anyway.
Thanks. Get left alone, wandering thanks.
Security tapes up, I got Henry. Okay, here's Henry's big mom. There's a balloon on the floor. Kid was out of camera range 5 seconds.
Hey, what about the cameras at the front door?
Nothing, must have went out the back.
We got ourselves one smart perv.
Had to change into pajamas because this dessert is begging to be in comfy clothes.
You're 1 week of hope and struggle against global mind control.
David, you're a murderer walking on a technicality. And if it were up to me, you'd be in the nut house where you belong.
You're the nut for letting go.
Just finished up some more content, social media related stuff, and I'm so ready to go to bed. I was like falling asleep sitting in my chair. But I hope you had a great day hanging out with me, seeing what my work day is like in a not so typical work setting. And I love this home so much, and I am sad to be leaving in like 2 days, but I'm definitely going to take advantage and just soak it all in for the remaining time that we have left here. But yeah, that's all for now, and see you in the next vlog. Bye!